Hello and welcome to Weebanomics. This is Kyrie Luminous at Kyrie Luminous on Twitter.com, and these are my co-hosts.
What's up? I'm Stonks, and Stonks on Twitter.com.
Hi, this is Gusty from a Gusty Gal at Twitter.com.
That sounds about right.
Very gusty.
How are you doing, Gusty?
Just like the wind, you know?
Bad.
Alright, so what are we watching today, Kyrie? Or talking about today?
Today we are talking about Madoka Magica.
Yes.
Alright.
The one
The
where they
movie,
has
mostly.
the really big tit blue hair wife who has the main protagonist, right?
No.
Wait,
Oh.
which one?
Oh gosh.
You said
no,
Madoka,
no,
right? Madoka? Oh, Madoka box. Yeah, right. We're talking about Madoka box, right?
What the hell's a
No,
Madoka box?
I told
Wait,
you.
wait,
I told
wait,
you,
what is
you
that?
stonks. It's an anime. Don't worry about it. Damn
All
it,
right.
Otaku. You
Oh,
confused
that one. I
stonks.
have that on plans.
All right. So in the Madoka box, it has this girl that wants to help everyone, by becoming the student council. And in it, she vows to help everyone and wins.
Wrong anime.
She wins by a landslide of 99.7% votes approved of her. But she doesn't
Otaku.
like that the
Otaku.
What?
Stop talking. Thank you. Gary?
Anyway, Madoka Magica is the anime about the magical girls. Yeah, magical girls. Lots of magic.
This has got to be one of those clickbait anime I've seen so far.
What do you
I've seen lots
mean
of anime like
clickbait
this.
anime? What do
Like,
you mean?
if you look at it, like on any website, it's just it's so happy and it's all magical girls. No,
It
it
is.
isn't.
It is. It literally is.
That's like 10% of this anime.
Oh, really? Did you even watch?
Yes, I did watch it.
Did you even watch the third movie?
Yes.
Really? Because it was actually timed out how much it was. All right. Now, the first 45 minutes of that movie is just all happy feels and then maybe a little bit of this is a little uneasy. The first 30 minutes is pure happy feels. The next 15 minutes are slightly uneasy but still happy feels. In 45 minutes, and the whole thing is like 2 hours long. So already we're not at some like 10%. We're even closer to like a 40%. So, this Madoka Magica show, I mean, how do y'all like it? Do you like it or what? Or do you like it it? Or do you really like it?
I really like it, but like there are some things that are, keeping it from like, whoa, this is the best show ever. Like um around like episode like 6 or 7, I kind not fully but kind of lost like how and stuff, like that's I'm mostly talking about the character of Mami. That really confused me. That's mostly my point of why I really like it, but like it's keeping me from like a straight up 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
the what of Mammy?
Mami Tomo.
Yeah, what about her?
Like, all right. Can I just say what happens in episode 3, or
yeah, do it. Whatever.
Still, so she fucking dies and then just comes back.
She doesn't just come back.
Like, it kind of confused me that just she appeared again.
Okay, which time does she just appear again? Because I can
Like
explain
in
all of
episode
them.
6 or 7.
Okay, explain it in a better term because we watched the movies.
Yeah, I've
I also
tried
watched
to
the
watch
movies.
I've tried to watch the anime so many times, but it's too slow for me. It's boring. So that's why we just watch the
Like,
Yeah,
movies.
explain the
It's like
situation.
I kind of slept through the first 2 movies because when I realized that it
Okay,
was just
you're
straight up recaps,
disqualified from
I
having an
didn't pay
opinion.
full attention to the movies.
You're disqualified from having an opinion. You slept
No,
right through it.
I slept through the first 2 movies because they
Yep,
were recaps of the show.
they weren't. They
Yes,
mostly were, but they weren't.
literally the description of the first 2 movies is the first movie of the Madoka trilogy, a recap of the first 8 episodes of the series.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is it is a recap of the last 4 episodes of the
Yep.
series.
Except it adds more.
Yeah, but that
A
doesn't
lot
make
more.
it really different.
Yeah, it does. Especially the fucking ending. The ending's like almost completely fucking different.
I don't know. I kind of slept through it.
Yeah, I
That's why.
know. That's
Oh my gosh.
literally why we're saying you're disqualified.
I didn't actually sleep. I just kind of was like also looking at my phone many times.
Whatever.
That's what kind of sleeping through it means.
Nah,
Yes.
I'm gonna give you.
That's
Do you want to make a contract? I'll turn you into a magical girl, Sonks.
Yes. Kill me.
good.
And I'll just throw away my own gem.
I kind of wonder how many would.
I would.
It's like, yes, my wish has been fulfilled. Bye bye, Jim.
I'm gonna wish
You
to
dead, Jim.
murder myself.
All right.
Anyway, Gary, go explain what it's about.
Anyway, Madoka Magica is about a magical girl where you get any wish you want in exchange for becoming a magical girl. And it's pretty simple. And then you
Yeah.
go fight evil, and it's all sweet and lovable and amazing. Yeah, that's how it goes.
And lesbians.
But
Yeah, lesbians.
but
There's no but.
there's a but.
There's 4
Mm,
butts.
pretty sure there are 5 girls though.
You're right. There's 5, and then 6 if you include Cube.
But I don't count Kyubey as having a butt.
I mean, Homura did when she fired a fucking shotgun at it. Oh man. So, about it, Stonks, what do you think of the show?
Like I said, it's really really good. I actually really enjoyed it.
Wait, you still haven't explained what part when Mammy comes back.
Like in episodes like fucking 6 or 7, she just
I'm
randomly
going to
appears
slap
again.
you. Explain the situation, not the number.
Like, she just appears. I don't know.
Explain.
He wasn't paying attention.
I'm going to
I
slap
was.
you, Stonks. Explain
Slap me.
what the context
hard.
is.
Slap me hard.
Oh gosh.
It's like she just appears. Explain what happens. She appears
Oh.
multiple times. Every single time makes sense. Explain which one.
I'm gonna go look it up.
I'm going to go slap you. All right, Kyrie, what do you
Slap me.
what do you like? What do you think of the show?
I liked it a lot. Well, actually, like I said, I didn't actually watch the anime itself. I only saw the movies. I have tried many times to get through the show, but it was too slow for me. It's hard to explain. It just takes too long to do anything. The movies like fix that issue like infinitely, just because I've only seen like the first 3 episodes of the anime, but the movies got through them. I was like, wow, this is really good. This is great. It's like, whoa. Yes. So that's my thoughts on it. I liked the whole concept. I liked how basically Hyobe sees us as livestock because we're just weirdos, and stuff. I don't know what to say.
All right. And Otaku, what do you think about it? Oh, glad you asked, Otaku. So, I what? I really do like Kyubey as a character. I mean, he's just so because he's I wouldn't even exactly say he's evil. Like, he doesn't have any bad. Well, okay, actually, yes, I would say he's evil. He doesn't have any bad intentions or whatnot. He just wants to instill communism.
Communism.
Ew.
Okay, okay, I'm somewhat joking, but he literally wants to sacrifice a few people for the betterment of the entire universe, which is just utilitarianism. Which, if you are someone like him who has absolutely no emotion, no anything, and his race doesn't have any emotion, and any one of the race that has emotion is considered to have a mental illness, which is just hilarious to think about. It's like, you have emotions? What kind? Damn, you have a mental illness. You need to be treated and get rid of those emotions. That's actually just like a really fucking funny concept to think about. But yeah, Kive, he just pretty much explains what it entails. He doesn't fully explain everything, but he would. He just doesn't because you didn't ask.
I think he actually explains that it wouldn't change anything if he explained it, except for upset them. So I assume that he just kind of tried to explain it at one point, and then people reacted badly. So it was like, let's not mention it. They're gonna die anyway. What does it matter? So
Yeah.
basically, what you said, but like with a little bit extra.
Yeah, it's pretty much if they knew the full details, they probably wouldn't do it. And the fact is, they're literally going through a lot of people, like through the entire world, to find specific people that have massive energy potential. By the way, so what magical girls are just glorified double D batteries.
But they have double A's. Like 12.
So they're they're literally just batteries, and that's why they grant them, which is kind of funny to think about because Cube's a race and everything like that. They can literally grant wishes and do whatever the fuck you want in like bend time and space, literally hopping through and time travel, literally warping reality as a whole. And yet they can't bring someone back from the dead. Because that was explained once, and it's like if I wish them back, would you be able to bring them? It's like not even we have the power to do that. And then, but that was also to explain to Madoka. It's like, but you could make a wish and then make yourself to be able to be strong enough to do that, and then bring them back. I'm just like, it's like, okay, so why can you like grant these wishes that makes you like the thing stronger than you? Oh my god, it just makes sense. It's just like, why? It's like I don't even know. I don't even understand how that's possible. Like even from a like fictional standpoint. I mean, like usually in like shows, when you have wishes, you can't wish to be more powerful than the one who is granting you the wish. Like, in the sense, because it's out of their control. It's like you just can't put out more than what there is. So it's always just like a really weird thing to see that. But yeah, But then again, I do find Kyubei's race to be pretty funny and whatnot. Did you know? In fact, all of them could have stayed pretty much good on good terms and everything, and Magic Girls could have been just, you know, a normal thing without any downsides from the second movie or third movie. Did you know that?
Say that again?
Did you know
Sorry, I
Magical
missed
Girls
it.
could have had like almost no downside, or, you know, like the third movie could have actually just like flat out not happened?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Why?
Literally because what's it called? The only thing that sparked the third movie is twofolds. One, Homura being so obsessive with Madoka that she wanted to stay with her forever and everything. But number two is that the entire reason the incubators went and was doing what they were doing is literally because in the second movie, Homura told them everything about what happened, because they wanted someone to know what who Madoka was, and everything like that. And so they got interested in like, so this is why we're doing it. And there's infinite power to be had. Let's see what it's like. And then they're trying to harness the power all over again. It's like literally Homer is to blame for movie 3 in like more ways than one.
God damn it, Homura.
Like, if it wasn't for Homura, like, they wouldn't have even known anything about it. But I do think movie 2 was like super interesting. It did show one thing, the ending of how it's all going to end. Because Madoka's wish is just so fucking absurd and like as selflessness as you can get, of taking on all the despair of everyone in the entire world or universe. So it is a universe saving wish, and of course, you know, equal and opposite, as they were saying through Incubator. That means her despair when she becomes a witch will be a universe destroying wish. And so it does show, like, by the end of it, Madoka actually becomes a witch and is upset with the universe and is about to destroy the universe. But because of her wish, she goes and kills herself at that fucking time frame.
Well, that
It
wish
really is
was
crazy
kind
wish.
of anticlimactic.
So it's not anticlimactic. It's great, but it does show
Yeah,
that no, it's not. But it does show that Madoka will eventually end up regretting her wish. She will eventually go and just feel that there's nothing to do and there's no possible way, and that it doesn't solve anything, to the point that she just curses the entire universe. So I'm curious of what leads her to that, and I'm assuming it's going to be something having to do with her going to have to kill Homura.
That makes sense. I can't wait for the next movie.
Oh man. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Because if Madoka has the most selfless wish of all, Homura has the most selfish wish of them all. Because by the end of it, in the third movie, Homura goes and she's about to be taken away with Madoka and everything. And all of a sudden, she just grabs Madoka and then traps everyone inside her own world. And her own world extends to the entire fucking universe. And it's like, holy shit, she just captured the entire universe inside her power. She is what she calls a demon.
Yeah,
Like,
such a geek.
so if Madoka is like the embodiment of selflessness, then Homura is the embodiment of selfishness. Which, but you know, she kind of sees that every time something happens inside that world, she literally has to rewrite their memory as if is like, no, don't mention that. But even Homura knows that there's no way this could last forever, and it's just there to dull the pain.
Or Homer. But it's also her fault, so I don't care.
But no, I do think the story is like absolutely interesting, and I mean, there's no good person inside the show except maybe Madoka. Madoka, I mean.
I
Yeah.
like that you've never said her name right.
Like, there's no one that is actually good inside this show, besides like Madoka, Madoka.
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 Yeah, it's Madoka.
No, you're
Madoka.
Madoka.
No.
All right, so the thing is, like, Kyubey, he's neither good nor bad. You could say he's bad for not fully saying absolutely everything about the contract, but
Fully explaining
in the end, he is just making a deal. He's not forcing anyone into it. Homura, if you haven't noticed, she absolutely doesn't care about pretty much anyone else besides Madoka. Like, she will literally go and, if needs, she will literally toss aside and kill like everyone else, just to save Madoka.
Yeah, of course.
Sayaka, when it comes down to it, she's not exactly good. She thinks of herself to be far better than she actually is. And so when she goes and is fighting, for justice and everything like that, and then she is like, her wish is for other people, only for her to later have to come to terms that she's not as good as a person that she believes, and that her entire idealistic view of the world is not a correct one, and it comes down fighting her, and eventually she ends up cursing the world. And also, she's just an overall bitch to her friends whenever she's upset, like, absurdly. So
Be just like me.
like, Mammy, for my Mammy or whatever, she what's it called? She has her ultra idealistic view of protecting the world and everything, and putting up everything. But at the same time, she goes and is literally dooming people to death and obligation because she's just so lonely. She's wants people to go with her, and she doesn't want to regret her choices so much that she will literally convince other people to follow in her footsteps, and only show the glamorous parts of what it entails to be it. But she got to forcefully experience what she didn't lose her head too much, but she definitely did. But yeah, it's literally just forcing, having people being hyper convinced into a contract, and to the point of it's like, oh, if you don't decide like right now, then we're going to wish for cake and whatnot. And yeah, literally will toss everyone just to be in with her. She's dragging everyone else down with her. Kyoto, on that hand, is just kind of had good intentions, but figured out the world doesn't work that way. Like, all of them figured out the world doesn't work the way they planned and whatnot. And Kayako, as soon as all that...
is just eating.
Not with Kayako, it's literally just she got fed up with the world.
She's just eating.
No. Kayako, with her, she got fed up with the world and eventually started just living for herself and herself only. She would steal, and everything like that, and just literally disregards all people and is like, yeah, not exactly good. And so, like, every single character is not a good character. Like, every single character here is bad and flawed in their own way, except maybe Madoka. But even then, we could just say Madoka hasn't gone through her downfall just yet. Like, as I was saying, the movie 2 does show that she can't live up to the ideals that she espouses and does for everyone. And she's eventually going to try to destroy the universe, only for herself to stop herself. But, yeah. So, eventually, there's going to be a downfall of Madoka. So, yeah. I don't know. What do y'all think?
I think that I wish to see the downfall of Madoka. Let's see it. Why isn't the movie out yet?
Show it in movie 4.
It'll be in movie 6. Don't worry.
Oh, movie 6? It already took like almost 9 years now for a new movie.
10. But yeah. So yeah, with all this in mind, is like, damn, it's literally just a show of a bunch of purposely but all extremely flawed characters. It's not like accidental flaws that you count against the show. It's all of it's purposeful flaws. Because normal humans are selfish to a degree and whatnot, and how selfish they are just varies between which character. I mean, they have characters that are like complete total opposites, like Sayaka and Kyoto, and there's also Madoka and Homura and whatnot. It's usually very interesting dynamic. Homura, it's really hard to say because for some stuff, like, Madoka is like the protagonist and whatnot, the main character, but at the same time, a lot of times it just swaps to Homura feeling like the main character. But yeah,
There really minds of Homura being the main character for like a couple of episodes.
And like all of movie 3.
Yeah, like
it's literally all of movie 3 and like a good chunk of movie 2.
I didn't really mind it because
I'm not saying
I
I
like
mind
her
it.
as a character.
She's a great character, but
I did like her as a character.
I'm not saying I mind it or anything. It's just like, damn, just one of those things, What do you think, Kyrie?
I like Homura. She's cool. She reminds me of myself. An evil psychopath.
Literally a demon that destroys the fabric of all the universe. I still like it. What's it called? The world she created the first time and put everyone inside of it. It's actually really funny because for her to enjoy herself inside that world, she altered her memory to not remember anything of the sort. And just has like a much happier place for her to live out her stuff and everything. Just completely makes it as happy as a place. Which the movie 3 is like an entire mystery episode on who set it up. And I was like, there's no way it can be what, because before we watched movie 3, I said Homer is a witch. Like I said that back in movie 2. It's like Homer is going to become a witch. Like I don't think there's any other way to go around movie 3 than Homer becoming a witch. But I gave like a few like ideas on how. All of them were wrong, and this is like far better than what I was planning. But yeah, Homer becomes a witch in movie 3, and they're trying to figure out how who's the one that trapped them all in there. And Homura is the one that notices like all the weird stuff and whatnot. And eventually she tries to what's it called? Blame Charlotte, or BB, I mean. Yeah, it's like Bebe or BB or whatnot.
Maybe.
Bebe.
Yeah. They like blames Bebe because Bebe was a witch. And then it's like, no, it's not Bebe. It's Sayaka. And then after a long talk of Sayaka, who was actually a witch and whatnot, they pretty much is like, so who's the one that benefits the most from here? And then as Homura is like flushing all of her memories back and everything like that, she figures out the answer. That Homura has been a witch and entrapped herself inside this entire reality. It's funny. So Homura created this entire reality so that she can live peacefully and happily and everything like that. And yet and yet with herself even living in the most idealistic way possible, she still can't be happy. Because it's just not, because anything that happens that is wrong is considered a threat to either her or Madoka, and anything that's considered a threat to her or Madoka needs to be eliminated. And so because of this giant way of thinking, she goes and pretty much destroys her own happiness that she created, only for her to pretty much do the same thing when Madoka tries to save her, but this time keep her memories. And apparently Homura goes way farther than just a cursed thing. So in Madoka Magica, everyone that curses or despairs or anything like that, like far beyond, it goes and just pretty much what's it called? They get their greed seed, and it's all that stuff, and just is decently black and turns them into a witch. But Homura goes and has theirs far darker, far more powerful, far more everything, and it's a much deeper and stronger emotion. Which is funny because she talks it up to love and whatnot, and it's like, I don't think it's love. I think it's obsession. Because love would be, probably a good emotion, not like the fucking evil kind and whatnot, especially. And I would say Madoka is probably more of what it was, hers. I honestly think, what's it called? Homura was like a massive obsession with what it was. And that's why it's the darkest pits of despair. That was what's it called? That goes beyond any kind of grievance and whatnot. Because, like, when it comes down to cursing someone, it doesn't inherently mean you're like obsessed with them. You just want something bad to happen. But with an obsession, you want literally everything like to do with it. She also wants to control pretty much everything. I mean, like, you can even look at her wish that she did with it. She doesn't wish for anything that could possibly prevent the giant witch coming down that killed Madoka, or anything like that. She literally wishes to restart the time that they met, and she could do it unlimited times, by the way. So restart the day that they met, so that she can protect her to make her no longer become a magical girl. And so because of that, yeah, she's literally like trying to shelter Madoka from literally everything. She wants to be the one dependent that is being depended on. It's almost like holding Madoka as like an ideal rather than an actual person. But yeah, and you see this more because, well, every time Madoka and them does something that they don't like in her world, she just changes their memory. I mean, the one time she doesn't know what to do and gets confronted by Madoka inside her own world. I mean, this Madoka is literally influenced in everything by Homura, and it's literally kind of like a self wank because it's like this is the idea of what Homura believes Madoka. So when Madoka like reinforces her opinions on what about reinforces her opinions about everything about that, that's when Homura makes her judgment for everything, and it's just really fucking fun to see and whatnot. It's such a fucking interesting show.
Really is.
Yeah.
Any scenes y'all particularly like?
I liked just
okay.
all the
Yeah.
just all the labyrinths, the way they looked. The
The
witch labyrinth, those
Yeah.
were
Just
all
like,
amazing.
I really like how the witches looked.
Yeah.
Like they really killed it with the animation.
Oh yeah. They like, and every single witch, if you see, their world has like every witch's world has something to do with what their wish was kind of about. Everyone has an ability to do a bit of sort of what the wish was about as well. So because like Sayaka wished for the boy's recovery, Sayaka had super fast regeneration. Now she said it was twice as Kyubey said her regeneration was twice as fast, and I'm like, hell no, that doesn't make any sense. Because Kyoto freaking rammed her like crazy and said you're gonna be passed out for like a few months, and then she gets right back up. She's already healed. It's like that. There's no way that's twice as fast. You can't tell me that a normal human can just recover from that in like 20 seconds, and she doesn't in 10. But yeah, she has almost. She has like hyper regeneration or whatnot.
Seems like a normal day.
Yeah.
So one scene I really liked was in the Rebellion movie, and yeah, it's the Homura versus Mami fight. I really liked how they could counter each other. Like Mami knew how she wouldn't be frozen in time. Like that. Like that was like, okay, that's really clever. And then, you know, she then Mami almost gets shot in the leg, but then she fucking doesn't. And I was like, wait, what? You know that scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that scene.
Yeah, it's a pretty good scene and whatnot. It just shows I mean, for one, it shows that Mammy's not as incompetent as they seem, but Homer is also not as good as she believes.
Yeah. Carrie,
Yes. What?
any other scenes that you really like?
All of them.
Taking too
I
much
liked all the
time playing
Name
Elden
one.
Ring.
Name
No,
one.
I paused off. I paused Elden Ring. I paused
Wait,
Elden Ring.
is she playing
No,
it?
I'm not.
All right. Name one.
Name one. I like the scenes where everyone was getting mind controlled by the witch and almost killed themselves, but then were stopped. That
Oh
was a
yeah.
good scene. That was a
Yeah.
good event.
So there's a scene that
And then
really
she
sticks
would
out.
later go.
Oh, sorry. You go. I thought you were done.
And then she would sorry. And then she would later go on to regret that very thing. What's her face? The blue hair girl. Who would regret
Okay.
saving her friend
Yep.
from in that scene. I was like, oh, that it all ties together. That's pretty cool. I love that part.
Yeah. Ugh. That's the part where she figured out she's not as good as a person as she wants to believe herself to be. There's one
Yeah.
scene I think that sticks out a lot more, like just a lot, for whatever reason, not for like any like deep or anything like that, but rather just funny and whatnot. So inside the new world that Homura creates, they are not fighting witches; they're fighting race, and these race are they are deadly and whatnot. But the way they fight them, they don't kill them. Instead, they get rid of the regret and despair that the race have, and fix them so that they can be happy again. And so inside this world, they go and they are singing to the wraith, and it's almost like this child nursery rhyme that they went and fought this wraith until they got them all at the table, and then it's pretty much like, "Are you a cake? No, I'm not the cake. I'm a pumpkin." Uh, and then goes,
Yeah.
"Homura, are you the cake?" And just goes, "Oh, Homura was the pumpkin," but yeah. But it goes, it just like keeps adding like a whole, like as they're singing, these like items are appearing in front of the, what's it called? In front of the wraith, and the wraith's eating it. And like apparently the wraith's freaking regret is regret is like not eating cheese or something like that again. She wanted to eat cheese one more time, which is also comes up hilariously later on when Kyoko and Sayaka are like meeting together, and they're having a speech about it's like, I guess I regret not I guess I regret not something, I don't know. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. I guess I regret not spending enough time with you and everything. Like I wanted to be more friends, didn't even get to say goodbye. And then as they're making the speech, Bebe just goes, "I just wanted cheese." Oh man, it was just so funny. In the fucking fight scene. It's like they're literally fighting Homura to the fucking death. Well, trying to save Homura at the time. But yeah, and it just comes out and saying, "I just want cheese."
I mean, I'm not blaming him.
Yeah. You just come back from the afterlife as a powerful creature and just wants cheese.
Yeah, you just want cheese.
But yeah.
Cheese is just very good.
I don't know. I think there's just a lot, like an absurd amount to say about this show. Um, I can't really think of absolutely everything while we're doing this, but honestly,
Yeah.
it's a really fucking great show. and it has so much to talk about. I mean, I kind of just get overloaded with ideas and whatnot. Ugh. I think it's done like pretty much everything that happens inside here is done like almost like ridiculously well. From the animation to the characters, the fucking sound, and like just like digging you into the show. I mean, holy shit! I nearly cried on episode in the second movie. Holy fuck! Like
I
Madoka,
did cry.
yeah. Like we were all in a watch together, and it was like super fucking crazy. Like Madoka is there, like sacrificing herself for all of her friends and everyone in the universe and everything like that. Homura keeps like trying to fight and keep make sure that Madoka doesn't have to make that sacrifice. Only for Madoka to eventually do it. And then Homura goes and actually is like in real time for figuring out what that wish means. And because that wish is so absurdly insane, that means Madoka's literally being teleported to witches like throughout all time and space and everything. And to do it, it alters reality and pretty much makes Madoka not even exist. Like she doesn't
She's
exist.
a concept.
Yeah, concept and whatnot. And then Homura is just tearing up and just like because of Homura's time and space power as well. She's the only one that will remember Madoka, but even then, her memory is like drastically fading of Madoka. Like every day, it's just like a huge chunk is going away. With Madoka is just absolutely insane because of what's it called? What her fate is pretty much as Homer would say, that's a fate worse than death. Because not only are you going to pretty much be the exact same as if you died, but no one's going to remember you. Your family's not even going to remember you. You're not going to have a dead body in the real world. You're not going to have some kind of grave. No one's going to know you. All the burden is going to be on you every single time someone feels despair as a magic girl to the point that they're going to become a witch. You're stealing it from them. You're going to be feeling all of those emotions. And then you're going to, what's it called? Just keep going into the next one, and next one, and next one until it's just massive buildup that no human could just flat out ever hold. And then they're just going to be doing that for like forever. It's literally their job. They're just literally being sent from one witch to another, to another, to another, to another, and just it goes. And so, what's it called? Homura can't accept Madoka doing that, and Homura pretty much goes and is trying to stop, like, in whatever way they can. Like, she Homura becomes strong enough to rewrite reality. Is actually just a crazy idea to think about. But yeah, by somehow having her gym seed, just going and becoming so dark that she can just rewrite reality for whatever reason. I don't know exactly why. I'm sure if I watch it again, I might be able to pick up a reason. But yeah, she just is that strong. Pretty much all of her bottled up emotions, I'm assuming, especially from each past iteration that she's tried and whatnot. But yeah, it was probably like the ultimate giving up of a situation because Homura saw that there was absolutely zero way for her to be with Madoka because Madoka, like every single possible way she could, failed, and then she just pretty much took over the universe and rewrote it. But yeah, and that's why the cake scene was good. I forgot I was talking about the cake scene. Hello?
Hello. It was a good scene.
Oh, man. I just keep going in tangents.
They're good tangents.
Oh, man. So, who's y'all's favorite character, then?
Homura.
Homura. We're just all in an agreement that the worst person
Yeah.
is also, like, the best.
Yeah.
Alright. Any reason?
She's just
She
really
reminds
she's a really good
she's
character.
she's not a good person, but she's a good character.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
a good character.
Yes, but any reason y'all say that?
Yeah, it's just I relate to her in a way. Like it's hard to explain, but like the part where it's like, oh, she can't stop or else she'll basically give in to despair, and that sometimes life feels like that for me. It's like, oh, I can't slow down at all or else I'm going to like break down basically. That really resonate with me basically. That's why I liked her. In the second movie, kind of the and then yeah, it's just
Yeah.
man, it really hit me.
Yeah, I mean, what's it called when it comes down to it? Like, she's stuck in a cycle that she has to keep going and doing it because if she doesn't, as you said, she'll break down in despair. She does it knowing that she can't. What's it called? That she's not gonna win, but she's doing it anyways because the alternative to the outcome is of her quitting is far worse than her continuing forever without a real end in sight. Ugh. It's like it's just her chasing after the one thing she wants most in the world, but she can never get it. It's not gonna happen. But if she gives up, her life will be far worse for it. What about you, Stonks? Why do you like them? And why do you think they're a good character? Stonks. Donkey. Donkey Wonky. Stonks fucking died. Kyrie, it's your chance to say it.
Oh, fucking died.
Yeah, alright. I don't know. Let's see. That's
Sorry, I
about
was on the toilet. Did I miss anything?
Yes, we said you fucking died.
Oh,
Uh, I
I
was
guess
saying,
you did.
yeah, we were saying, Stonks, why do you find Homer to be a great character?
Well, like in the movie Rebellion movie, I found like first it was like fucking Kyoko because I thought she was really funny that she ate all the time. But then I saw Homura in the movie and I was like, okay, yeah, this is actually a really good character. Like she can lead this fucking show really good, you know? Like if he was the main character of the original show, then I wouldn't have a really good big complaint about it. I just really like her as a character.
Yeah, she's just super interesting and everything.
But the most biggest reason is like I like her as a character, and pretty much the other ones I don't really like.
All right. Well, does anyone have anything else to say? Like,
I'm
honestly,
out.
I would have to like for me to really add like a lot of stuff. I feel like I would have to watch the scene, see it, and then comment about it, and then go on like a 30-minute tangent about each scene. And for one, we're not like doing something exactly like that, but two, I feel like I could be here longer than the Shield Hero episode if I was actually to do something like that. but I'm limiting myself this time. Limiting.
To be fair, the Shield Hero one did really good.
Oh man, Shield Hero is great.
I should probably rewatch Rebellion movie at some point.
All right, so Madoka. So anything about anything else y'all want to add about Madoka Magica?
It's a good show, but you have to pay attention.
How much does it cost?
Everything.
Best answer. Kyrie, anything else you want to add? Like any scenes or anything you want to talk about?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
All right, should we just call it then?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yes.
All right, well, Kyrie, you can make your outro.
Every fucking died!
This has been Weebanomics, and I am Kyrie. Let me restart. This has been Kyrie Luminous at KyrieLuminous.com, and these have been my co-hosts. Thank
This
you for joining us for Weebanomics.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Sorry.
You just skipped us.
My bad.
Just do your outro.
This has been
Go.
Stonk at StonkyWonky on Twitter.com.
This is the Nonotaku at the Nonotaku Twitter.com. And this has been Weebanomics. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Show's really fucking great. I can't wait for the next movie.
I really hope that movie will come out in Dutch theaters too.